my review of Ace Combat 6 Fire's Liberation for the 360. So, honestly guys, I played some Ace Combats before, kind of a fan. The fourth one on the PS2 is probably the one I put the most time into.
That was really popular.
Really popular, yeah, a lot of people played it. This one completely, right off the bat guys, blew me away as far as just everything. So with that, I'm going to hop into accessibility. With that, I'm going to give it an 8.5. There are two different facets of the game. You can buy the single standalone retail copy, $60 at any fine retail establishment.
Of course.
Or the exclusive, like really hard to find thing now is the Aces set, which is $150. It comes with the Ace, Flight Sticks, and the game. And that is by far the way to play this game, guys. It has an accelerator, has the control stick, we'll show you everything in a minute. That's the package I picked up, and it absolutely adds to this game. This is a total over-the-top arcade shooter with a great story behind it. Really well presented, surprisingly.
Yeah.
They show it from a bunch of different sides of the story. It's all telling about a war of this futuristic kind of land. Amazing. So, there you go for that one. Graphics. This is where I'm kind of torn.
Me too, a little bit, because I actually picked it up after Brendan did, so I'm kind of anxious to see here.
I'm going to give it a 9. For the reason of 90% of the time, this game blows you away. It's an absolute realistic masterpiece on the 360. Everything from the planes to the lands, the scope of the game is amazing. You can go anywhere, fly anywhere, drop bombs, blow stuff up. It's intense, it's amazing. Explosions look great. Surprisingly, character models in the little movies,
yeah,
they're real time. It's not like they did CGs for it, and they look decent. Like they can stand alone in an action game for it.
Yeah, they did look really good. I was really surprised by that myself.
But with that said, when I say 90% of the time the game looks good, because sometimes when you get close up on the cities, they use a flat texture to where if you're riding overhead, it's going to look great for most of the town. But when you're like, why is that building flat? Is it already destroyed? What's going on here?
It is kind of odd at times.
It's kind of so it kind of takes you out of that flyer seat, especially when you're that immersed with the control sticks. It's like, oh man, why'd it have to look like that? So a 9 is where I feel comfortable on that.
Yeah.
So with that, let's show you some gameplay. Great overall look to the game. I mean, it's very satisfying. Going into sound design, guys, honestly, I had Top Gun soundtrack ripped onto my Xbox 360, ready to go to listen to that when I'm playing this game.
Yeah.
I never once used it. The score is really over the top, a lot of strings, very emotional, really ties into what you're doing in the game. Very well done. Voice acting can be a little bit off, like with your buddies,
a little bit, yeah.
They were repetitive. I tell them to go attack people, it's like, okay, right on it. And I tell them to bring it back. Okay, right on it, same thing. It can mix up a little bit, but overall I'm going to give it an 8. Score is really good, but the dialogue can get a little bit there. And the missile sounds are a little bit underwhelming, stuff like that. So overall, decent package. And for control on it, this has 2 facets. Controller-wise, I tried it out with that first. It controls great. It's one of the best console
It does work really well, the basic
yeah.
controller. It does.
Plays really good, just everything from the way you accelerate to the way you turn, the way you just dogfight, and everything worked well. Whole new level with those fight sticks, guys. Those fight sticks are built amazing. They have a nice little rubberized texture to them. They totally immerse you into this game, and yeah, there's a learning curve with them. Like I know you were frustrated a little bit with it.
A little bit.
Me too. I totally sucked. I drove in the ground several times on it. But once you get used to it, man, there's nothing like just taking off and pulling up and just kicking in the gear with those. Yeah. Control's gonna get 9.5 because honestly, I had no problems with it. But, you know, it depends on the way you're controlling it as well. So for longevity, Ace Combat is the first one on the 360 for the Ace Combat series to go online.
Yeah.
Competitive with 16 players. Really, really cool modes. You would think they would just go with deathmatch. They actually don't. They have this really cool, basically one team has to guard these like base installations on the ground, while another team has to come in and take them all out.
Oh, nice.
Kind of throws it up a little bit. Yeah, it was really awesome. Played really good. No lag and everything. Single player's gonna last you about 10 hours. It's not amazingly long, but you can go back. You can try and earn all the medals. There's a lot of training missions.
Yeah.
So overall, I'm gonna give it a 9. I mean, the online stuff plays really good. It's really top notch on that. Overall, Ace Combat 8.5.
Okay.
That's the way I feel the game. Feels like I called you and said, dude, I think I'm my first 10. Playing it does get a little repetitive with some of the missions. You know, you have to bomb the ground, then you have to bomb the ground again, and that just kind of gets old. At a point, a whole point, make it a 9.5 if you pick up that Aces kit for $150, because that is amazing. It throws you into the world. You feel like a part of it much more than if you're holding a controller.
It is impressive.
I give it a 9.5 for the Aces kit, 8.5 for if you're just playing with the controller. Worth it either way, guys. 360 owners, go pick up this game. So with that, that's pretty much the show for this week, guys. Next week, I'll be doing Manhunt, as I'm sporting the shirt here, for the Wii. I've been looking forward to this one a lot. Been a fan of the first one, so. And then he'll figure out something.
Something, I haven't quite figured out what we want to present next week, but I'll definitely have something good for you. And
I'll try and get him to do Naruto for all you Naruto fans out there.
Probably not my style, but we'll see, guys. You never know what's going to happen, but hopefully we'll see you back next week, and we'll see you then.
Keep on gaming.